You guys already know this the main one tapping in all the way from H-Town, Houston, Texas. I'm here with my boy T.A.G.
T.A.G.
T.A.G, very nice, very evil.
Well, that's tag shit.
The only thing we're gonna do is take over, baby.
Free fall as I dive through the kaleidoscope in my mind. No rope up to climb. Gotta remind myself that I'm fine. Mama, I don't really.
What it is, what it was, and what it do. It's your newest, truest, soon to be favoritist, making up words, members of the IWC. It is T.A.G. You have myself, the disembodied voice of ScooterRay. You got Deesley, the man to my left. You know what I'm saying? Then you got that handsome devil over there to the right. Jaeger Bombastic, Mr. So Fantastic. Fellas, how y'all doing? How y'all feeling?
Doing good, feeling better.
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good. No complaints. I was trying to find an issue, but it's like I can't find one. It's good to be me, I guess. Shit.
Yeah. And with that being said, Tag Nation, welcome to another episode of TMI, aka Tag Me In. And the world of professional wrestling kind of been a little bit interested this last week. You know what I'm saying? Like in between last Friday going into last night, it's been a lot going on in the world of professional wrestling, and I'm not mad at it. If we starting off from SmackDown, let's see if these images pop up. Hopefully Dizzle don't crash out. Drew McIntyre and Cody Rhodes. Well, by the way, so Drew McIntyre and Cody Rhodes are having a 3 Stages of Hell championship match this Friday on SmackDown. And the 3 stages are, and for those who are uninitiated, it's been a while since there's been a 3 Stages of Hell match, but it is pretty much a best 2 out of 3. And whoever picks the stages, they can pick whatever matches they want. To me, the stages are a little lackluster, but stage one, traditional wrestling match. Stage 2, falls count anywhere. And if it happens, just so happens to make it to stage 3, steel cage.
That's not very hellish, They have a very specific match that is definitely fitting to the
Especially
3 stages of hell. It's almost like you can say 3 stages of hell in a fucking cell.
Or they could have just scrapped that and just did Hell in a Cell.
Absolutely.
They haven't did a Hell in a Cell match on TV. But yeah,
I mean, what since the Fiend RIP?
That was actually on the Saudi show, so that wasn't even on TV. That was still a pay-per-view. I can't tell you when. Hold on, let me see. When was the last? Let's see. The last Hell in a Cell match that was on TV.
Like
on TV.
Actually,
wait, they're giving us a 3 Stages of Hell match on TV.
On SmackDown, yeah, this is on SmackDown. The last Hell in a Cell match that was on TV was Bobby Lashley and Xavier Woods.
Wait,
that had to be like 6 years ago.
Yeah, this was it was a random feud that I guess when Big E got the belt off of it was like Xavier Woods and Bobby Lashley. Hold on,
This is wild to hear.
It was wild to watch.
I mean, it's still wild to even conceive in your head. It's like Bobby Lashley and Xavier. All right.
Yeah. It was on Raw, June 21st, 2021.
So they made their as of history, as of right now, their last Hell in a Cell match
on TV.
Black on black violence.
Yes.
On TV.
Well, here it is right here. just
Kofi.
in all its randomness.
Kofi looks like a locked out no hose Stokely Hathaway.
And he will continue to have no hose.
Hey. Leave Big Stoke out of this. But yes,
I'm just saying.
So, I mean, I'm gonna ask this question, and once again, Deasley, you don't have to crash out. Does Drew finally get the fucking championship?
I think
Does
Drew
it matter?
continuously gets shafted.
You know what?
Does it matter?
I think at this point, you may be correct, good sir.
And look, all right.
Go ahead.
It is. No. I'm not. It's not for the fact that, you know, it wouldn't matter for Drew. I think that it would, but to the fans, it's like, is it really gonna matter to the people watching it? Because I mean, it's like, is it going to make Drew a credible champion? Sorry, let me not fucking A. Is it going to make Drew credible in the eyes of the fans? I think that's the right question to ask. And I forgot what interview it was on, but I forgot who was saying it, but they were talking about wins and losses in terms of matches. And it's like, is it such an odd concept to have the person that you want to either become champion or you want to get over win? Wait, it was it was somebody that was talking about Javon Evans. And basically the whole thing about him having I think it was like 7 different title matches within the course of the year and not win a single one. And I think and they rebutted it with, you know, is it a crazy concept to actually have the person that you want to get over actually win matches instead of doing this whole thing, have them lose, and then win and think that's going to be the thing that gets them over?
Because I had said, I want to say 2 NXT AGs ago, shameless plug, that it's a shame that Javon spent his entire time in NXT and not get nothing. He didn't get the Speed Championship, the North American Championship, the NXT Championship, a AAA Championship. So he didn't get none of those championships while in NXT.
So
yeah,
I have one small contribution to this, and
what you got?
Shout out to Uncle Dave to bring up. Well, I caught this on like a clip on his show. Can't remember who he's talking to. I'm sorry for not able to shout out the person he was talking to in this spot, but as of right now, as far as the story of any kind of a baby face or any kind of an up and comer that people want to see get the strap like immediately and push to the high heavens, they're trying to apparently book in a sense like it's every fucking wrestler deserves like the Cody Rhodes 2 fucking year long like struggle and fucking claw and scrape all the way to up that fucking ladder. But the payoff, because they've seen it too many times now, is the eruption of the fans and the "you deserve it" and all that shit that they ride high on for like the next month or so. That's what they want to see their stars get, is that "you deserve it" treatment. But they think the way to get that is to make them go through more than just 3 stages of hell, make them go through an entire career of hell, apparently, Drew McIntyre. But yeah, it's just not the way to go, like point blank.
At all.
Yeah, you know what the fault.
Go ahead.
No, go ahead, Scoot. You good.
No, I was saying because I mean it was gonna be simple as at some point the fans are gonna get tired of it.
Yeah, and the fault of that is what was it? Was it the whenever the Yes movement was going on? Because I don't think that was that wasn't Ruthless Aggression. It was after
2013, 2014.
As a PG era.
I think so.
Yeah.
Around the
2014,
time
2015.
Yeah. Around the time, no, it may have been earlier than that.
I don't know anymore.
Right, that moment where you had CM Punk, Daniel Bryan, and Zack Ryder all win championships, and they came on Raw, and they all held their championships up in the middle of the ring. And I say that primarily not for CM Punk, but more so for Zack Ryder and Daniel Bryan at the time, because Daniel Bryan was winning matches, but the way that the company looked at him was different. Zack Ryder is the perfect example, because he was the one person that you look at that would lose and lose and lose and lose and lose, and then he randomly won the Intercontinental Championship on WrestleMania.
Well, hold on. Quick pin before I let you go back. Welcome back to the WWE roster, Matt Cardona.
Oh, most definitely, as Matt Cardona,
Absolutely.
of course.
Yes, as Matt Cardona. It originally shows Zack Ryder graphics, but it changed to Matt Cardona,
Which
and he is officially back.
As long as they don't
WWE.
play that fucking woo woo woo.
They did it at first. No, they did it at first. They did it at first to show Zack Ryder's graphics, but then it shut down and flashed back up Matt Cardona. So
that's what
Zack Ryder is dead. Zack Ryder is dead.
I like that.
I'm sorry about that, Dizzle. Go ahead, only because you said his name.
Oh no, it was perfect segue. But yeah, man. Because that was around the time where Zack Ryder was just getting the shaft end of everything. I'm pretty sure
he's the reason the internet even influences wrestlers nowadays. But
and you know what? And thank you for, because that's where I was kind of going with this. So thank you for
my
reminding
bad.
me.
I didn't mean
No. That was perfect, because I completely forgot where I was going with it. But my thing is this though, because the issue with that is that they did not realize that it was Zack Ryder who got Zack Ryder over, and the fans were basically flocked to that. So what they think that anybody, if it's almost like a trial by fire that WWE was doing. I say specifically WWE in this instance, because it's I believe it was a Vince thing, where it's like, hey, we're going to go ahead and put you in hardship and situations, have you lose, and then if you can get yourself over through this, then yeah, we'll go ahead and give you something, which doesn't make any sense, because I'm pretty sure Zack Ryder lost that same Intercontinental Championship the next night on Raw.
Fucking did.
Yep, he lost it on Raw to The Miz.
So it's like they do it for that moment to say, hey, we gave you one look. We got the big ovations for the fans because we got that moment. But it's like, then what you do after? Absolutely fucking nothing. So
they didn't give him a single fucking day.
Nope, because he really didn't have it a full 24, if we're really being honest.
And crazy enough, this is after the shit with Cena, where you had Eve Torres and Zack Ryder, and then the Kane involvement, and then he got pushed off the Raw stage
in the damn wheelchair.
And then of course, then Cena came. Tina steals his girl. Kane beats his ass, and
and then they put his ass on ice.
Yeah. So
they said, "Hey, we gave you a belt. Now shut up."
Yeah, but yeah, man, it's situations like this that just don't make any sense. But now he's gotten himself over on the indies, and hopefully, which I would assume, because I don't with Matt Cardona, I don't see him taking a bad deal.
You know what? Not to interrupt you, Dizzle, but I'm going to put a pin in what you're saying, because it's happening in real time. What's happening with Zack Ryder is happening in real time, because Matt Cardona's opponent was Kit Wilson. Kit Wilson debuted new graphics, new theme, and the internet, including myself, has been collectively losing their shit to Kit Wilson's new theme song. So this is this moment where we're not saying give Kit Wilson all the championships. We're just saying don't treat it as if this shit's not popular, that this shit is not working. Because when you do that, the internet tends to show you, fuck what y'all saying. We rocking with mans here. We rocking with the theme song. We rocking with all of that.
Yep.
So as you just saying that, it is happening right now in 2026 with Kit Wilson.
Damn. Good point.
And when I tell you, literally, I've been hearing that song every day. I mean that shit. I love it. I would sing it, but I don't want to get
go listen
copyrighted.
to Zack Ryder music later.
No, sorry, because I know everybody can't hear it. Because in my headphones, I'm listening to the theme right now, and
It's a bop.
okay,
It's a
all right.
bop.
So
It's a bop.
It's a bop.
So yeah, because
Especially if you're a fan of WGM. You know, I'm gonna just leave it at that. I ain't gonna tell y'all what WGM means, but if you're a fan of WGM, it's a bop.
White girl music.
Okay, Jaeger said it, not me.
Hey man,
But I'm sorry. Go ahead. Back what you were saying with.
no, but I
what
mean,
were you
yeah,
thinking about it? Like, is that what I'm thinking?
But yes, I'm sure Matt Cardona, you know, he would not take a bad deal, especially now. You know, he's been on top of the world at this point in terms of the independent
He's had
scene.
so many indie belts.
Yeah, and he had to relinquish them because he took the deal while he was champion in a number of places. So, you know, for him to do that without having to take care of those obligations, I would assume that there was one hell of a negotiation between him and WWE. You know, on top of the fact that
absolutely.
you know, Chelsea Green is his wife,
Had
and I'm
to.
pretty sure that helped.
I'm hoping that he gets some kind of like internet deal, like up down, and all them did, like so where he can like show off all his shit, or maybe they'll incorporate what his podcast already has into WWE. But maybe, who
yeah,
knows?
I'm pretty sure he can run his podcast with him and Cody. You know, for everybody who doesn't know, this
yeah.
Sweet Life of Zach and Cody.
No, well now it's got to be
Fire.
Matt and Cody.
Fire.
Missed that train, but Zach and Cody would be fucking hilarious.
Speaking of also striking while the iron is hot, SmackDown's newest superstar, Trick Williams, debuted against Sami Zayn, and his official, well, he debuted in a segment to Sami Zayn, but his official first match is Friday night against Rey Fenix. And the music hit, the crowd knew the chant, whoop that Trick. Trick came out there looking like a star. Once again, striking while irons is hot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This and you know what? It's for us, it's no surprise because we have
absolutely.
repeated this statement, saying that if Trick goes to the main roster, he has the aesthetic, he has the optics on it alone is main roster worthy. The only contention that we had with anything was in regards to his ring work, which even now thinking about it, even if it is subpar, depending on how you look at it, he's in a position where he's around a lot of people who can help him up his game because, you know, iron sharpens iron in this situation. So
Truth.
As long as he looks good, especially with the ovation that he got, and this is the fantastic thing about WWE fans, NXT fans alike, and bringing those and bridging those worlds, because Vince did not do it the right way, obviously, because we've seen the results of that. But this is when it's done right. Now Obafemi's a whole different situation. We'll get to that at some point, I'm sure.
Put a pin in that. Put a pin in that one.
But,
Yo, was that? We'll get back to Oba. Okay.
But in regards to Trick, this is one of the situations where you have somebody who you can put on either side of the fence. He can go heel, babyface, tweener, however, and it would make sense either way, which they're probably going to end up making him either a tweener or face. I don't see them going full heel with him at this point, because
in the promo he leaned more heel, so I guess we'll see with him and Rey Fenix, because I'm assuming they're going to keep him more heelish than anything.
He's going to be a fantastically likable heel if they try to go that way, which I can agree with you, because what's going to happen is, and I saw this the moment that Melo won the United States Championship. I was like, they're gonna go that route. And if they, 100%. And if they do, you are going to have a situation that mirrors Oba and Javon Evans feud. So
okay,
I can with this I can literally see a new age Booker T and Benoit for the US for the TV championship feud with these two.
okay. And that boy Trick Willie getting his debut match in Germany too.
Are they going to sing "Whoop That Trick"?
We'll see.
Probably in German.
Wait, I think it's Germany that SmackDown could be.
I'm not sure how that's going to sound, but
Are they in Germany? No, they're somewhere overseas. I know Raw is in Germany.
no.
What is SmackDown? I know it is overseas. Hold on.
Hey Google, where is SmackDown this Friday?
Yeah, yeah.
I couldn't find an answer to that specific question.
Wow.
Come on, Google.
Watch WWE Friday Night SmackDown.
You couldn't give me the answer, but you said you had an ad from Peacock TV saying, watch WWE SmackDown Friday night. Okay.
That's
thanks.
funny.
Thanks.
That is funny.
It's like, I don't know, but you can find out on Friday.
Like I said, I totally forgot where it's going to be at, but I know it is overseas.
Whoop That Trick in German is Für diesen Trick aus.
Whoa. That actually sounds kind of cool.
I know, right?
Sounds a little cool.
I mean,
as long as you're
it's
not saying it too angry. Like,
Oh, take that back. I was mistaken. Apparently, it's going to be in California. I thought they said SmackDown was going to be overseas, but I guess not. My bad. It's in California.
Well, Whoop That Trick in Californian is Whoop That Trick. So
yeah, that one's easier.
No. Berlin.
Wait.
So I was right. It is Germany. Berlin.
Okay, so then we're gonna get
So
some
SmackDown's
So SmackDown is in Berlin. Raw is in like Dusseldorf, Germany.
Dang, bro, I got the less popular city.
Look, SmackDown got 3 hours to fill. So yeah.
Oh yeah, they do have 3 now.
Speaking of SmackDown, does anybody care at the fact that Randall Keith Orton? Obviously, Loki was happy about Randall Keith Orton returning. He returned in a segment to the Miz, and eventually he hit Miz with 2 different RKOs. This is the photo of the first one, and then he pretty much kind of told Cody later on that, "Hey, yep, Cody, I'm coming for the belt though. Like whomsoever is champion, I want the belt." So
we're gonna get Randy Orton versus Cody Rhodes.
I mean, maybe Drew McIntyre may finally win.
When is that match?
Which one? The 3 Stages of Hell?
Yeah.
3 Stages of Hell is tomorrow.
So it's gonna be on TV for the belt.
Yeah, I was like, yeah.
I mean, we haven't seen a title change. It's not like we haven't seen a title change on TV, but we haven't seen. I don't think we've seen that belt change on TV.
Yeah, Drew's winning that belt.
Okay.
Oh, just so Randy can take it.
No. Because
I don't think
okay.
Because I started taking in all the context clues. Punk.
I'm listening.
Punk kept his belt on Monday.
Yep. Which we'll get to that, but yes.
You had Sami Zayn come out and then announce that he was gonna, he's gonna contend for the title. Randy Orton, still a face as well. So he's gonna contend for the title. Drew's
Elimination Chamber, baby.
I
can see that.
Okay. Makes sense.
Then it's on TV to the opposite of Raw in having their title match. You know, you got to go by the whole wrestling book. Both champions ain't walking
I
out
know,
champion.
right? I know, right?
It could be.
And
It
another
could be.
match that is going to go down on SmackDown. You're going to have the YS6 taking on 4 members of the MFTs. Don't know which 4, but we know 4. In an 8-man tag. So those are the 3 advertised matches. MFTs. Yeah. So.
Yeah, it's this match should have been on Survivor Series.
God was still a more fun faction name, if you ask me. But
you know, and
we can't really call a tag team God, I guess.
Nope. Let's go and skirt on over to Raw this past Monday, which had a Stranger Things crossover, and it was celebrating its 1 year on Netflix. We do have new women's tag team champions in Io Sky and Rhea Ripley. They defeated the Kabuki Warriors.
They've been building that up for a little bit, so yeah, it's about time.
I'm not gonna lie, I was disappointed, but we do have a new women's Intercontinental Champion and Becky Lynch. All for that to set up for AJ Lee to most likely take it from Becky, whatever.
Do it.
But unfortunately, they gave Maxine the belt for as long as a good cup of coffee, whatever. And kind of what Dizzle,
like a month only,
something like that, like close to it. Oh, I'm sorry. Before we finish on SmackDown, we do have a new Women's United States champion in Julia. She did beat Chelsea Green, and it was like, what?
So look, Raw and SmackDown mirrored each other because you had 2 champions who had just lost and then just won their titles back. However,
that is true.
I do believe that Maxine's going to get that title back from Becky. I want to say AJ, but something is telling me that it's not going to be AJ. And more so because of the way that Becky won that.
Yeah.
Fair. I don't know.
But Julia, I think this might be them trying to redeem what they've done with her so far.
I can 1000% see that.
But the damage has been done, so it's an uphill battle.
Oh yeah, it's done. It's done. It's a very much so uphill battle. Very much so. And what Dizzle mentioned earlier, your main event was CM Punk taking on Braun Breaker, and Charles Montgomery Punk retained.
So this was exactly my point on they want to see them get that you deserve it BS, whether it be heel or face, apparently. Because why the fuck didn't Braun Breaker win on Monday?
And you know what I mean? And you know it was funny? Like if y'all watched the match, everywhere that match set up, it set up for Braun to win. To get that win.
Mm-hmm. 100%.
And then, like, to be honest, too, and this is what we talk about with WWE, you know, not striking when the iron is hot or not like taking a chance. The way that match broke down, especially when you had the rest of the division taking on Rey Mysterio, Dragon Lee, and Penta, and it was just Braun and Punk, you could have caused another ref bump, and you could have introduced another black hoodie person, aka Montez, that would have caused Punk the belt. But no, I'm getting tired of WWE having to stick to the fucking script. Like, that is so fucking irritating. Like, it is so irritating that they just have to stick to the script because, we got WrestleMania in April, so we can't do too much crazy things. Fuck that.
Gotta make sure these people stay safe and not hurt.
And not only that, but
majority of the talent's like 50 years old on average. I'm sorry, that's terrible.
Okay, so Dizzle and Yeager, y'all been wrestling fans for the longest, right? So let me ask y'all this. I understand WrestleMania is WrestleMania. It has its name to it, it has its pageantry. Do y'all feel that if Roman or Cody or Punk or Brock or some of these other names, if they wasn't on the card, do y'all just feel, WrestleMania's gonna fail? It's gonna fail because these
Never.
wrestlers is not on the card.
Never. If anything, if I ever see a name I don't know on Mania, I'm gonna be like, who the fuck are they? Let me go fucking watch some reels. Like, let me see what the fuck this person's about. Let's see what the fucking drama is, like, with insert whatever name here, whether it be a legend or a fucking other up and comer.
Yeah.
Honestly, I'll probably give more of a fuck and be more invested if I started seeing newer names and newer fresher faces. Not
Okay.
trying to be any kind of ageist against like the current talent, but
it's fair. Yeah. Dizzle, what you got?
I think it depends on in what context you're asking the question. Because are you asking it in terms of like what's going on now, or are you asking in general?
Okay, like so, as far as what's going on, like for instance, does CM Punk have to be champion going into WrestleMania? Does Cody have to be champion going into WrestleMania? Does Roman have to be in the title picture for WrestleMania to sell? You know, like that type of question to expound.
Okay, so firstly, in a general, no. As of right now, yes. And I say that not because the talent is falling short. It's because the booking and the creative is falling short. Because if they took the time to actually invest, just like we said before, go ahead and pull the trigger on whatever you can and strike while the iron's hot. If they went ahead and they invested the time to build up, especially now, you have Punk, Rollins, Roman, Cody, et cetera, already doing what they're supposed to be doing. If you stop focusing on them and let them do their shit and actually take your creative and your bookers and allow them to do what they're paid to do with the other talent, that way you have that, because you have your foundation. You're not building on top of that. So whenever you lose a leg like Rollins and you have the vision where it is now and you feel aimless, it's like you could have easily pulled the trigger on that and said, okay, yeah, Rollins is down. All right, let's go ahead and go forward with the vision, not just adding in Austin Theory to be like, oh, shock value, but to say, hey, we're a formidable bit here without Rollins. Now with Breakker losing against CM Punk cleanly, I might add.
Yeah.
All it does is just reinforces, hey, we can't do things without one of WWE's pillars, because the pillars right now, Rollins, Punk, Cody, and Roman.
Yeah.
So it's like, that just tells the fans, hey, clearly they need Rollins here. Clearly Punk needs to be champion. Clearly Cody needs to be champion. Clearly we need to make sure that we book a big event and have Roman come down. That's why I say now, yeah, they would need it because they're not going to sell a Mania like that. But if they built up everybody else, yeah, you could say, oh shit, Breaker's on is in the main event at Mania. Oh hell yeah, I got to see that shit. They've been making this kid look good. You know, oh shit, Bronson Reed is about to go up against somebody for the Intercontinental Championship, or Bronson Reed and Austin Theory are going for the tag titles. Hell yeah, give me that shit. Man, cogs on the wheel at this point, ironically enough.
Yeah. Okay.
So yeah.
Which
is funny. Sorry, Scoot, my bad. Funny enough with the pipe bomb. How Punk said, we're all just cogs on the wheel, and I understand that. He's not a cog on the wheel anymore, which is funny because the whole promo that he had against Cena a while back, saying, you know, you're everything that you hated. You know, you're the New York Yankees.
Mm-hmm.
Where it's like, hey, you're not a cog on the wheel no more. Now you're a major component in the machine. That
Alfred says it best. You live long enough to see yourself become the villain.
And not to say that Punk doesn't.
He's not holding anybody back, though.
That's true. No, he's not.
But that's the thing.
No,
it's not
Cena
his fault.
actively held some people back, though.
No, this is also very true. Punk.
But that's my only argument on that part.
No, Punk, Roman, Rhodes, they're all doing what they're supposed to do right now. That's why I put the heat on creative and management, because they're still taking all their resources and putting it into the people that's already established versus letting the people that's established do what they do best and then taking those resources and building the future. So, but yeah.
Hey, speaking of the future, you know who signed their WWE Raw contract during a commercial break?
Wait, was it during a commercial break?
Yep, you have it. Javon Evans, Raw's new WWE star, signed his WWE Raw contract on a fucking commercial break.
That's rude as fuck.
That's crazy because I seen the images and I was like, when did that happen? Because I
did the same thing too, and then the internet confirmed it was during a commercial break. So if you didn't have the Netflix premium without all the ads and shit, you might have saw it, but otherwise during a commercial break. So Javon Evans is officially on Monday Night Raw.
Which congrats.
I bet they even told you. I bet they even tell like the fans, like, if you're watching Netflix premium, we've got a treat for you.
Probably so. To get into some NXT right quick. Blake Monroe jumped through hell, and Ava kicked Blake out the arena. And Blake was like, "No, I'm gonna still defend my championship. I'm gonna do it in the open challenge." Well, earlier, Tatum Paxley took on Izzy Dane. Tatum Paxley beat Izzy Dane. So when the open challenge happened, all the women fought to the ring. Tatum came out with her chainsaw, kind of chased the women, but Izzy snuck into the ring and took on Thea Hale. And Izzy Dane is your new Women's North American Champion. I don't know if this is more disrespectful to Thea or Blake.
Absolutely.
Equally to both, or what at this point?
No, it's absolutely disrespectful to Thea. That little girl has been doing so much, and I mean little lady, not little girl, but
No, she's
either
a grown-ass woman.
She's a grown-ass woman at a full 5'2".
But yeah, Izzy Dane, who miraculously pulled a Naomi and pulled a Seth Rollins, lose earlier in the night, come back and win a championship. She is now your new Women's North American Champion. And it was like, get that the fuck out of here.
It's like, wait, what?
Your main event saw
Terrible.
Leon Slater, TNA's Leon Slater, taking on Obafemi for the NXT Championship. And at the very last moments, Obafemi retained his NXT Championship. And then they cut to the back because Ava was pretty much saying that, hey, Lash Legend, Lash Legend, Javon, Trick Willie, and she said Jordan Grace. She said Jordan Grace signed a contract on Raw or SmackDown, but we don't know what
They
show
just
yet.
Off screen cover that shit. Wait, so
Ava just
Obafemi won his belt, kept his belt,
Mm-hmm.
and then got signed to Raw.
No. Obafemi is still in the ether. We don't know what happened with Oba yet, but
Okay.
after Ava was talking to the Evolve talent to let them know that, hey, we have some spots opening up, Robert Stone runs back in the office and says, hey, Ava, did you see what Oba did? And Oba relinquished the championship. Yes, you can see Tony D'Angelo in the back watching, but Oba has officially relinquished the championship, a la Asuka when she relinquished the championship. Now, word from the curb is Oba is most likely going to be on Raw, but Oba has officially relinquished the championship and his main roster bound.
And this is stupid.
Yes.
Because
Man,
I'm glad
it's
you
so
brought
over.
up. I'm glad you brought up the Asuka thing because the differences between the two is
Asuka
that
was
Asuka
undefeated.
was undefeated, so it made sense for her to relinquish the shit. Oba
Absolutely.
was recently beaten
by Richard
Dick
Saints.
Satanis.
Yep.
I'm sorry. One more time.
Dick Satanis.
Dick Satanis.
Yeah, I'm just making sure I heard it.
Yeah. So basically, what you did was you made the title look stupid. You made the person who was technically supposed to be champ look stupid, and now the men's division is in disarray because you didn't do anything to build, a la the main roster. You didn't do anything to build up your NXT championship division appropriately because you had so much stock into Oba, which we had been saying before, which we like,
And Javon, technically.
and Javon too, because he should have had a run with that title as well. But the fact that we've come on here and we've said, yo, we like Oba as champ, but you're toting the line right now where it's like you're starting to make shit look a certain way. But what'd you do? You didn't do anything. And then when you had the chance, even though there was some contention against Dick Satanis winning the championship, it still wasn't all that bad because you still had people that could have made it work. But right now, it's just like,
Hey, this for you right here, big dog.
yo,
That Ginyu Force pose, baby.
Yo,
That Ginyu Force pose, baby.
that is a Ginyu Force pose
It
if I've
is.
ever seen one.
it is, man.
But
Damn
so
it, Dick. I mean, what?
speaking of Dick Satanis, he did mention earlier that he wants the championship. Assumption, Tony D wants the championship. I'm gonna assume Joe Hendry most likely probably want the championship. But the problem is that we don't know what the fuck Tony D whole thing is. He's just been lurking in the audience and shit. So it's like technically your only real contender for the championship is Richard, because he's the only one that at least had it.
Yeah, well, the crazy thing about it is Tony D makes the most sense to win that championship, especially since now
That is
he's
crazy.
doing the whole he's doing the what did AJ do in TNA when he was between contracts? I forgot. It was when the Aces and 8 stuff was going on.
Yeah. But yeah, so Oba has vacated the championship, and I guess we'll have to wait till next week to see what's going on with the NXT championship. So, you know what I'm saying? Gonna hit that Ginyu Force one more time. Gonna hit that Ginyu Force one more time.
I guess.
Hey guys, did you happen to catch Dynamite last night?
Sorry, as soon as you said hi, guys, I was like, "Do you like violence?"
Violent?
You want to see me stick 9-inch nails to each one of my eyelids? Our favorite residential, I don't know. He's back.
Yeah,
He is
Well,
back.
Our favorite residential non-employee employee.
Yeah, he's back.
he's like
He,
he's back for real this time.
Apparently, Roosh gave him a lawyer, and apparently, whatever the lawyer did, got rid of that non-complete. You know what I'm saying? Because he was able to take part in Wrestle Kingdom. He re-debuted last night back in the Don Callis family, and not only that, but also Don Callis family did get a new member in the former Jake something, who is now Jake Doyle. So Don Callis family is just
Jake
stacked.
something.
They just stacked. He was in TNA. Now he was in TNA as Jake something. Now he's going by Jake Doyle, and he's part of the Don Callis family. And it looks like from the way they showed it, they're gonna pair him up with Mark Davis.
Which
From the
it
way
makes sense.
from the way it was going last night, because they beat up on Jet Speed for the reason why Jet Speed was replaced by the Young Bucks in that match last night. And not only was it the Young Bucks, but it was the classic Young Bucks. You know what I'm saying? Yes, that Young Bucks.
Yeah.
Yeah, Andrade had he popped up in House of Glory as well.
Oh, did
About
yes
a
he did. Yes he
about a
did. Yes he
couple
did.
weeks
Yeah.
ago. We said it when the shit was going on. It's like, how do you not have proper representation? Because you could have easily gotten out of this situation, especially if you had a lawyer that can find the holes and the wrongdoing within the contract. It's like, hey, there's errors here that you can, get out of. Because the shit, anybody could look at the shit and be like, hey, you got a shit deal with this non-compete, right? They can't do this to you, right? Okay.
So wait,
tell me
give me the lore drop on the details of the non-compete here. So
because
I thought this was going to go on for like a year.
Okay, so pretty much the way WWE has it, if you get released, you got 90 days.
Yeah. Right.
But if you was fired, you get a year.
Yeah. But
okay.
The difference to that is that with Andrade, with the stuff that was going on with him, because with that whole 90-day compete, because first when it was just a 90-day compete, where that was the issue, and he did that, and they did the extension because he popped up in AEW, they weren't going to pay him during that time. So you're forcing him not to work in the profession that he's in, and then you're not going to pay him while you're holding him on this non-compete. That right there is like, hey, you can't have somebody do that.
But you can't have a job.
Because like the 90-day, they're going to pay you during that 90-day non-compete. Now, even if he had violated it, which is fine, and they extend it, you can't just stop somebody from working,
especially like that.
Absolutely.
So but even that, they even had stated, like, once he had popped up in AEW, they basically extended and then weren't going to pay him. And I think that's what it was, is that they weren't going to pay him during the 90 days that they were supposed to pay him anyway. So there was that loophole, which I'm my assumption is that I haven't read anything yet, but my assumption is that part right there, where it's easy to be like, okay, yeah, you can't have somebody not work and then not pay somebody during that time. So, and what happened? This motherfucker popped up real quick.
As soon as he had that clear.
Shout out to Roosh.
Yeah, big shout out to Roosh.
Wait, did he actually help him legitimately? I thought
I think that was Roosh's representation that he utilized.
That's what's up. Okay.
Yeah.
Shout out to Roosh, big time then.
So, and then shout out to Uncle Callus for
I mean,
for
this
adopting
point,
him.
yes.
Which then that begs the question: are we going to get back to the way to the creative that they were booking between him and Kenny?
Possibly
with Andrade and Kenny. Finally, I would hope so. Like, I was pretty hyped for that feud before everything happened.
Wait, bro, why is Mark Davis out there holding Nick like that in the corner?
Oh, he sure is. What the fuck?
Just let it be. Just let it be. Just let it be. Let it be.
Mark Davis is telling him the same thing. Just
Moxley and Shelton Benjamin put on a damn good match for an eliminator. Moxley got the dub on that one. Bandito beat Sammy Guevara, and Bandito and MJF had words for their title match next week. Mercedes is kind of doing her New Day-esque thing about her being in mourning about losing the championship, but then she gets embarrassed by Willow last night because she got the doctor bomb into a cake. So it was like, damn, that sucks. Damn. What else went down?
Apparently her into the cake.
I know, right? Did Marina end up beating Toni Storm? Is that what I ended up seeing? I think Marina did beat Toni Storm.
I did not watch a lot of Dynamite, so I couldn't tell you.
I was catching.
I feel like Marina did end up beating Toni Storm last night. But yeah, that was. I mean, Dynamite wasn't a bad episode, but it's building. Now that Don Callis,
it's like post pay-per-view and all that.
Yeah, it's kind of building. It's kind of building to what they about to do. Hangman and Swerve beat up on Hobbs, and
Tony Shafir.
Oh, Tony won. Okay,
Wait, no, sorry, by disqualification.
that's what it was. A DQ. Okay, I knew something had happened. Hangman and Swerve beat up on Hobbs and Hook. They even kind of choked Hook,
and then Samoa Joe wasn't to be seen.
And Samoa Joe was like, "I ain't going out there.
That ain't gonna be me. I ain't about that left."
Like, they good. They grown ass men. They good.
They got it.
Also, over the past weekend, we did have Wrestle Kingdom. I don't think any of us got a chance to check it out, but it was the retirement match of Hiroshi Tanahashi taking on Kazuchika Okada. Okada did win, and they said, he kind of reverted back to his old self to put away Tanahashi, and then they had a celebration for Tanahashi. Of course, the people were like, "Well, this is the way John Cena should have went out," type of energy, but
then
it's
they're
different
not
things.
wrong.
Different things. I know Shibata came out. I know my boy Naito came out.
I really hope they continue their partnership with AEW so we can finally get the proper Los Ingobernables in AEW.
Oops, I didn't mean to take that off.
I don't know if they're gonna get a good LFI.
Well, since you just brought that up, funny enough, we did have a championship match with Yota Tsuji winning the championship from Takeshita. So, Takeshita kind of went home empty.
And Bullet Club is dead now.
And that's where I was about to get to. Yoda announced that the unaffiliated and the Bullet Club War Dogs are now into an alliance, and they're going to be called, I think, United Co. or Unaffiliated Co., which means that in the first time, which I have a graphic that I found, in the first time since 2013, there is no Bullet Club in New Japan Pro Wrestling.
Damn, end of a fucking era.
For real.
End of a fucking era.
Because goddamn, man, I got Bullet Club shirts. I got just about I got a Kenny shirt, I got a Cody shirt, I got a Buck shirt, I got a fucking Hangman shirt. I got like 2 Hangman shirts.
Shout out to Hot Topic, man.
Oh, Hot Topic kept my wallet low.
Let me ask y'all this. Do you think it's over in New Japan, and you think Tony K might try to scoop it and have Bullet Club at least in America, or y'all think it's just officially really done?
I mean, in that
until
scenario,
they NWO it in like a year or two.
I don't see that happening for AEW. No.
Okay.
I mean, they already have the Bullet Club. It's called the Bang Bang Gang.
well, they were Bullet Club Gold, but they got rebranded as Bang Bang Gang. So,
what you bet you? Here's what needs to happen.
Does Jay White go back to New Japan and be like, "What the fuck is this?"
No, they got to do what's right. It has to go. All rights and everything has to go to the originator. It has to go to Finn.
To Finn Balor.
To Finneth Balor.
Yeah. Ironically enough, with what do you want to talk about?
Yeah, I heard that he brought it up.
Well, Cody was the one that brought it up.
Okay.
Because those two never actually met while Bullet Club was going a thing.
Because Prince was already Finn in NXT.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. What Cody had mentioned, he mentioned to him, he was like, "Yeah, man, you're owed a lot of money." He's like, "You probably wouldn't take it, but yeah, you're owed a lot of money." You got merch sales, all this other shit. It's like, yeah. And of course, Finn made a joke, being like, I got PayPal, Cash App, Zelle, but but they did make the joke about, he wouldn't accept it anyway. But then they did talk more about it, where he was like, there's not that many people that make an impact on professional wrestling, in the way that you did, and making as much of an impact that you did with Bullet Club, being able to pay homage to the Too Sweet and bring it back in not just a nostalgic way, but in a reinvention way as well.
Absolutely.
And then there's so many guys that came up because of it and was able to get their name out there, and so he basically praised Finn for that and stuff like that. And of course, Finn, being humble as shit, not really, taking to it as much, but making either a joke about it or whatever. But yeah, that's why I say that. Which you know what? I'll go ahead and bring this up too while we're at it. Wait, do you have more to talk about on AEW, Scoot, or in Japan?
No, pretty much.
Okay,
this is kind of like the true kind of final story.
Okay, so they talked about the demon for Finn. I don't know if y'all saw the image that Finn posted.
No.
Oh, hold up, let me see if I can find this shit
For the demon.
Yeah. I don't know what he did the image for, but he had recently posted it. Damn. And I looked. I was like, the way that image comes out, like, cause it's a fresh image, because the image has new Finn in it, but it's almost like a mirrored thing between now Finn and the demon, because it was for the Stranger Things shit, because you had the demon in the upside down. Yeah. Let me see that. I'm glad I said this was Stranger Things. Okay, here it is. Do you want to show me some kindness, internet?
Potentially not.
Oh, it's definitely gonna show me some goddamn kindness. Let's see. Yeah. So this image here.
Oh, I did see that.
Oh, that's dope.
I did see that.
In the upside down. Hell yeah.
Yeah. So seeing that, and no, I get it, for the Stranger Things and shit like that, which is cool. But
when am I gonna see Demon Finn Balor again, though?
So they allowed.
Didn't he bring it up? Yeah.
So it was brought up, and Cody did kind of make a remark about it, basically saying it's like, going as far as like old school wrestling, being like, why would you want to cover up the moneymaker, being like, because Finn's in good shape and stuff like that. So it's like, you never want to do anything that's going to cover up that.
Your face, yeah.
Well, the face, and then of course Finn's body and shit like that.
Which right as of now, this is the last time we saw the demon.
And so Finn brought it up even more, saying, in NXT it was done perfectly, but once it got to the main roster, they treated it
became like a gimmick.
Correct.
Like just a pure gimmick.
They treated it to where it was like, okay, well, if Finn can't get the job done, then he has to become
to a darker place. Yeah.
So basically, you water down Finn as a performer, and then you uplift the demon. Whereas in NXT, it was just one and the same. It was like and the one thing that he did say was like, in NXT, it was always a surprise whenever he would tap into the demon. Whereas in the main roster, they would advertise that the demon is going to wrestle.
Absolutely.
And so he said, and so Cody asked if he would bring it back or if he wanted to, and he's like he would, but he would only do it if he had creative control over like the stuff with the demon, which I believe would be the best possible thing. So
absolutely, the man does the makeup himself on top of all that. Is what I've at least heard. At least when he was in NXT, he was doing it. I'm not sure if now they got somebody for him to do it, but
they have somebody for. I think for there was one NXT takeover where he had to get his back done. I know he couldn't do that shit.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, of course.
But stuff like that, absolutely. But I know he does most of the stuff himself. But I think this would be the perfect moment to where if especially stuff that's going on with Judgment Day. if you pull Finn away, this will be the perfect time or the perfect thing to do to get him out of that and to put him back into the main event scene. So
absolutely
give us that what was it 2017 2018 Finn Balor? No, it was later than that. It was 2020, I believe. 2020 Finn Balor.
This is the one you're referencing with the back right here. Hold on.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh yeah, 100% that. I can't remember the match that was for.
But yeah,
man, we do need the demon back.
Oh, actually, hold on. He also did this one too. Hold on. Let's see if that pops up. But I can agree that we do need
Will
the
Finn
demon.
Balor reach deep into his toolbox and get the demon?
That's the one. That's the one I was thinking.
It was this one, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Fuck. That is sick.
But what's sad is that the last two times we saw the demon lost. Lost to Edge and lost to Roman Reigns.
Which I so the Reigns thing
The
I
Edge
can
was
understand for the rope shit and all that other stuff. But the Edge stuff, absolutely not. That should have never happened.
Agreed.
Because Edge, I mean, and it's nothing against Edge, but him losing to Edge at Mania doesn't make any sense for storyline. It doesn't make sense, just for the whole him being like, if it was just regular Finn, yeah, cool. And then for Roman, it made sense because you had basically the company on Roman's back, literally, with the bloodline stuff.
At that point,
yeah, and all it did was basically fuel Roman as that powerhouse. So, yeah, man, god damn it, man. And then this is when we got Balor joining Judgment Day like weeks later or months later.
I don't mind his current role in Judgment Day.
Oh no, Judgment Day is fantastic for him. Absolutely.
Okay. But still though.
But hey, can we also talk about something though? Hold on.
No, 100%.
Let me mention this right quick. Hold on. Because I feel that there are some people who get mishandled in a way.
In WWE? No.
I know, right? Hold on. Can we?
I'm sorry.
This is the best image to go off of. Can we tell now? We talk about gift wraps. How the hell was this version of Finn Balor gift wrap as the Prince, and they just fucked it all up.
Fumbled. Like fucking game-winning interception at the fucking goal line. Fumbled.
When he kicked Johnny Gargano in his face and became the Prince.
Yeah.
My God.
Yeah,
they finally let him take that whole fucking New Japan persona, that cockiness, that attitude, and just throw it all out.
That whole scene lives rent free in my head in the best way possible, because having the Undisputed Era on one side and then having DIY on the other side with was it Keith Lee that was there with them?
It was just DIY and Finn, yeah.
And Balor, yeah. And then to have him like act like he was about to take the jacket off the fight and then do the Pele kick and then put the jacket back on without taking him out the sleeves.
Yes.
Oh no. Then Keith Lee showed up after that.
Oh, Keith Lee showed up after that. Okay.
When he was in the corner.
Double debut. Yeah.
And like when they did the pan, where it was like Finn was about to do the drop kick from the corner, and then Keith Lee comes up and you see him pan up, and then he does grabs him by the neck. Yeah, that shit.
Like just like how people say images, like just
living rent free
moments before disaster. moments before disaster. and it
Moments
was-
that you were like, "What the fuck did I just see?"
exactly.
And then he did the fucking pose like the Prince did and all that. I was like, "Ah!" I popped like a fucking kid all over again.
Oops. Hold on. Like just like what Jaeger just mentioned. Hold on. Just look at the just. Yeah, I did that to you, Johnny. What? My God.
What you gonna do about it, fella?
Pretty much. And had it gift wrapped, and they just was like, "Nah, we don't want that version of Finn Balor."
You want to know what soundbite of Finn Balor lives rent free in my head?
What's that?
There's a soundbite somewhere on YouTube where Finn Balor is in New Japan. Excuse me, back then Prince. But he's in New Japan, and Bullet Club is like just being founded, so they're like running roughshod. They're like all up in the bag, like causing all kinds of havoc and all that shit. But he grabs like some extra in the back, and he's just like they start beating on him and a couple others, and then just pulls dude up by his hair and goes, "Bullet Club Ichiban, say it, say it." Just full fucking accent. Bullet Club Ichiban.
I'm telling you.
Don't know
man,
why.
but-
But damn it, that intensity from him is just like, oh fuck. Okay, yeah, whatever you say, man. Just shit. Don't hurt me.
All right. This is an unfair question. This is an unfair question. And trust me, I know I am asking an unfair question.
Okay.
Especially because I'm asking an unfair question to people of a certain age. So just
So you're calling us old.
who's more influential though?
Who what?
Who's more influential?
Oh, well, I mean that's easy. That's easy.
Bullet
It's NWO.
Oh,
I see,
NWO.
I see why you. Okay. Now,
I
now the
mean,
question. Now
if
it makes more sense.
we excommunicate one member of the NWO, which is hard to, I will admit. But
well, here's the thing, because I'm like when me saying that, I'm not even looking at the Hulk Hogan factor of it. I'm looking at it. I'm looking at it from the perspective of. So, this is somebody who was in around the sixth grade.
Hold on.
When-
that was what, 96, 97?
Yeah.
So 96, 97 for me puts me in the fifth grade. It was like fifth, sixth
So-
grade for me.
Well, you know, I failed fifth grade.
96, 97
So-
puts me about 4 or 5 years old, guys.
So during this time, and I'm more so going to the instance of when they were trying to get Sting to both join NWO Black and White,
Yes.
and Black and Red.
Yes.
Being around that time in professional wrestling, this is why I say that they're more influential. Is because before NWO got its notoriety and got the spark going for them, WWF at the time
Had those
didn't
degenerates.
not even then.
Okay, true. They didn't have the degenerates yet.
They didn't have their finger on the pulse because
Yeah.
two of their main guys, Diesel and Razor Ramon, of course, you know, Scott Hall, Kevin Nash, they popped up in WCW. And when that was going on, you lost two of your top guys in the same instance. On top of that,
Top guys out.
the top guys out.
Pretty much.
And then at the same time, you ended up losing one of your up and comers. So you had two top main eventers, and then you lost an up and comer in the 1-2-3 Kid, soon to be X-Pac.
Mm-hmm.
And you basically had everything on the back of a Bret Hart and a Shawn Michaels, and then you decide to punish a different up and comer in Triple H or Hunter Hearst Helmsley at the time.
Mm-hmm.
because of the curtain call. So moving forward, you have WCW, basically doing what AEW was able to do when during its inception. It was able to listen to what the current climate was in terms of professional wrestling fans. WWF at the time were doing so much kiddie stuff. They were basically placating to the theatrics and the over the top stuff that would basically make people kind of say, "Oh, is wrestling fake? Is it fake? Is it like?" It seemed more catered for children at the time, depending on how you.
This is also when we had what was it, grocery store run-ins and all that shit.
Well, that was a little bit after.
Oh, that was
it was still after.
But during this time, it's like they put their finger on the pulse where it was like, hey, you understand your professional wrestling fans are growing up and they want to see other stuff. So you can't treat them like they're stupid. So what WCW did was basically cater to the fan that was aging into its adolescence. And so you got that, and they started basically tear down the fourth wall. Like, it's like, wait a minute, we just saw these guys on this show over here. What are they doing over here? And then to take that, and then this is where I'll add the Hulk Hogan factor, taking somebody who was a big baby face at the time, who has only been a baby face, because nobody remembers his first run as a heel in WWF. So to basically have him, for everybody, the very first time that he turns heel, it's like, oh shit, something's going on. What the fuck is happening here? But to fast forward to that, everybody wanted to join the NWO. Anybody that was always for the heels, because this is like around the first time where you had a lot of people who were championing the heels at the time, which was a crazy concept, because everybody wanted to be cool. And then you have the whole thing with NWO Wolfpack, the Black and Red, where it was like, wait, now we got NWO. That's good. It's like, cool. Now I can champion that. Oh shit, you had Sting join NWO, and it's like you had so much of that going on where it was like, it's wrestling's cool now. And then that's what caused WWF to get their finger on the pulse and say, hey, we need to do the same thing. Okay, DX. All right. 316 says I just whipped your ass. All right, Stone Cold. All right, Rocky Maivia is turning heel. He's talking to the fans like they ain't shit. Okay, we got The Rock. All right, now. And then
it was like the funny part about that is, just imagine that if it wasn't for the curtain call, that Austin 316 wouldn't have had happened.
You think so?
I mean, remember, Triple H was supposed to win that King of the Ring.
Oh, you know what? Okay, going from that perspective, absolutely, you're 100% right.
Yes, Triple H was supposed to win that one.
He was supposed, because he ended up winning the next year's one.
Yeah, he ended up winning the next one. So so we got the Austin 316 promo after he beat Jake the Snake. And then just to think that all of that came off the cuff, like that was just, off the dome. That he was just, saying what he's saying. But you're right, WCW, and see, with you saying all of that, that's what they need right now. I need 100%. AEW to do something so shocking that WWE has to be like, whoa.
Hey, you stepping on toes here.
Like, wait.
Damn, who would do it? Who do you think could do it? Like, if everybody was just just straight up rip off a Austin 316 promo or pull off something of that magnitude. So now MJ does feel like the obvious choice. I agree.
So the thing is, unfortunately, the way wrestling is set up now, AEW has to stay consistent. Like, they're doing a great fucking job what they're doing now.
Yes,
they can of course still tweak some of the booking, but they have to stay consistent, for one. Two,
Agreed.
WWE, if they keep digging their own self with this hole and the pricing and this, that, and the third, pretty soon the people gonna just be like, you know what? I can possibly afford to. I can afford to watch y'all on TV, but I don't know if I can afford to be there.
Well, that's the thing there, and that this is the one thing that AEW is beating WWE on. because Tony Khan, being a good businessman, has said, hey, we want to keep a family-friendly model when it comes to pricing, which is good.
Yeah.
And fine and dandy. But you can have family-friendly pricing all day. But if your product isn't something that people want to watch, then what good is your family-friendly pricing if nobody wants to watch what you got going on? And here's
let's just say it, man. Family friendly is definitely not going to be blood sport matches.
Well, and true, but I also think that he meant that like as an analogy. But
you can get here with everybody, like with the whole family, with your whole friend group, whatever.
And you know what? Especially with them doing all these fucking death matches and street fights and shit like that, you goddamn right they ain't putting no family friendly shit on there. But they had their chance when it came to the Death Riders because it was something different, because there was a mystique behind it. With Mox coming out, putting the bag over
Danielson.
That was a lot.
Yeah, it was a lot because you didn't understand what was going on, especially if they had just been in a stable together during that time
for a good while.
Yes, and and so it was like that, and then them taking the belt. After he won the belt, then put the belt in the briefcase and then walked off with it. It was like, okay, what's happening here? So you could have easily.
But y'all don't deserve to see this.
Yeah. And you could have easily changed the landscape, and you didn't because it didn't go with whatever it is that you wanted to happen, because whether it was because of Darby wanting to go climb Mount Everest, whether it's because you had something planned for Death Riders and it didn't work out, whatever the case was, you didn't pivot and call an audible when you needed to, because you had everybody in the palm of your hands the same way that TNA had it when Aces and Eights first came out.
They fucked that up.
No, Aces and Eights fucked up because when they started unmasking people and they didn't know Bischoff's son, they didn't know Briscoe's son, they didn't know other people that came out. Then like the notable name that got revealed first was
Devon.
No, not Devon.
D'Lo.
It was D'Lo. D'Lo got revealed first. After that was the most notable name, and it was like, wait a minute, you work backstage, bro. What the fuck are you doing? So it was like, and so nothing. So it was like you had this imposed. So it's like it was the same thing. It was like the execution on a lot of things didn't make sense, and so now you got the same thing happening here, where it was like you could have had everybody watching what the fuck was going on. Now at the end, yeah, it was cool, but in between, it's like you lost a lot of people before you could even make that headway. Correct.
Yeah.
So,
why were we
the only reason I feel like Bullet Club was a little more impactful, probably because it's been fresher in my mind because I wasn't around too much watching NWO do their damn thing.
Okay.
But I'm just looking at the modern day talent that's been brought up since like the inception of Bullet Club. I mean, Gallows and Anderson, well, that's what their name was in WWE, but I mean, they came over there from there and they've had a good lengthy career there. Finn Balor now, freaking, hey man, I'm getting to it. Freaking Guerrillas of Destiny, freaking, like, that's just in Gen 1. Gen 2 brought us not only AJ Styles and then making their whole thing with Gallows and Anderson as well, but then the fucking feud between AJ Styles and fucking Shinsuke Nakamura got on the fucking map.
Fantastic.
So, you know what, Gager? Your point with that is so fucking valid. I will give you that. When we looking at talent,
just on those two generations of Bullet Club.
If you looking at the talent wise who came in and out of Bullet Club, 100% talent will go to Bullet Club. What happened with NWO was such a unprecedented thing that happened at wrestling, because
that's very valid.
Because like what Dizzle just said, we just saw Razor Ramon and Diesel on Raw, and here it is. Scott Hall just showed up, and not only did he show up, but he showed up like he was intruding. Like he showed up like, hey, what's going on over here in this WCW? And then next thing you know, a couple of weeks later, Kevin Nash show up, and then you had these two gentlemen just running hell. on WCW, and then Hogan shows up now. Where NWO got messed up was when they had about 45 active members, and it was like, nigga, why are you here? And yes, I had to say that.
Now, but that's the thing, though, Scoot, and see, and this is and now,
right.
but here's the thing, because the question was posed as who was the most influential. NWO has been the most influential. However, the better executed group was Bullet Club, because understanding NWO was very Hogan centric in the very beginning and even at the tail end, because even when you had the split between Black and White and then Wolfpack,
it was still Hogan centric.
Wolfpack was basically Nash, basically the leader, and then you had everybody else that was there. NWO Black and White still had Hogan, but then when you had NWO Elite or Silver or whatever, you had Jeff Jarrett, and then you had Hogan, and then Hogan was still centric. And then even when you get NWO and WWE, still Hogan centric. But when you get to Bullet Club, who paid homage to NWO,
all of it.
Correct, NWO, and then the Click as well, because that's where the Too Sweet originates from, is the Click. But Bullet Club had the better talent, had the better roster, because Bullet Club didn't have a bunch of nobodies. They had a bunch of people that they built up over time, and then it became something a lot bigger. Now, you probably had some people that did, flounder a little bit, but at the same time, you had way more cannon fodder in NWO than you did in Bullet Club, because you had a whole bunch of just jobbers and shit. Ravens Fly.
Oh, absolutely.
Way more notable names.
And
than
what's
NWO.
crazy?
They were jammers, man.
And especially with watching Brian Zane and Wrestling with Regret. Shout out to the Z-Man. Where he be showing a lot of them old WCW pay-per-views, and you just start to see all the NWO members, and it was like, wow, NWO had lost the plot at one point. Like, damn, they just lost. It was just like, hey, you ain't got nothing to do,
off, man.
NWO.
You want to know why it was like that, though? Because it was always cool for the moment to watch somebody get beat up by NWO and then them pull out the shirt and be like, hey, you gonna join us? It was always cool to see that. The problem was they just did it to every fucking body.
Yeah, we just
beat your ass. Now you can join us,
because it was not even only that, but it was members who was joining. Where it was like, who are you? Nobody gave a fuck about Horace Hogan.
The fucking kid.
Yo,
who are you?
No, yeah, exactly. Nobody gave a fuck about Horace Hogan either. Correct, because that was what I think that was Hogan's nephew.
It was like that was Hogan's nephew. It was like, and then it was like you had all of these people, and then it was like, what are we really doing here? So, like you said, at least in Bullet Club's case, I mean, like you said, Prince, the Gorillas of Destiny, Kenny O, AJ.
AJ
Bucks,
was already known. I'll retract AJ
but still,
because he was already known from TNA.
I mean, but you gotta think. Look at AJ like Hulk Hogan.
Not even that.
Fair enough.
Because but here's the smart thing about it. They took AJ, who was already established, and they basically replaced Devitt with a Styles. So you still did the same thing. You just basically replaced a leader with somebody who was established to basically build up. So he played his part.
That's true.
And I think that was the case. And then even from AJ, and this is the big thing, you took somebody who was new to Bullet Club, a young boy at that, in Kenny. And then you
was a young boy. He climbed the fucking weight ranks too. He was a fucking super junior for a good while with Kota Ibushi.
Because to Dizzle's point, NWO ain't built up not a damn new person.
No. And even if you think about switching it to even switching to Black and Red, you already had established people, and anybody that joined Black and Red was somebody who was Nash, Scott Hall, who jumped back and forth, Macho Man, who was in his first, Conan or K-Dog when he switched, Sting. All these people, Kurt Hennig joined NWO Black and Red for a little bit, but everybody was already fucking established. The only good thing you had about the inception of NWO wasn't even part of NWO, and that was the LWO.
Yeah.
That's
Facts.
who built up new people.
That is facts.
Damn.
So,
And don't forget the BWO. No, I'm joking.
hey, whoa. We will champion the BWO, the Blue World Order. Absolutely fucking not. No. Fuck the Blue World Order. Get the fuck out of here. Job fucking central.
But, okay, like I said, I knew it was somewhat of an unfair question, but I just had to see where everybody's head.
No, it's only unfair.
Bullet Club. Yeah.
It's only unfair if you ask it in the wrong context. But
true.
But no, it is a fair question. Because it's only out of context, but also unfair depending on who you ask in terms of age. Because if they don't know anything, it's like, well, okay, well, I only know this, so this is what it is.
True. Or if you only know American wrestling and not like New Japan.
That's also true.
That's also true too. Mm-hmm.
Because I'm pretty damn sure I can talk to most Americans and they'll be like only because of AEW, they won't say like Kenny who. But if this was like fucking 6 years ago.
Yeah, I can 1000% agree with that.
I'll give it to the Japanese. The Japanese do their homework though, and then at the same time, WCW did have a partnership with New Japan Wrestling. Yeah,
they did.
That's a good point.
I'll give them that.
All right, gentlemen. We are at that part of the show where we like to quote unquote get it off your chest. So, Jaeger, I'm gonna call on you first, good sir. Anything you got to get off your chest about the world of professional wrestling this week?
All right. Hot take. I think Sami Zayn needs more screen time.
Okay.
Oh no, he got up.
So I mean, expound. Why do you feel Mr. Zayn needs more screen time?
Look, man, controversial all around as far as like working with the people in the back, and as definitely as far as his love life. I've made myself clear on that. Nothing to do with his damn love life myself.
I was about to say, I was like, his love life. What happened with his love life?
Man, long and short of it, he was engaged. He got engaged to a woman who was his day one, then broke up with her, then got with Ty and got married. And I think she was pregnant all within a year's time.
Wait, Ty?
Oh shit! You mean Guevara? I thought you meant Zayn.
Did I say Zayn? My bad. If I said Zayn, that's my bad.
I was like,
I assume no. I assume Zayn. My bad. You talking about Sammy Guevara?
I may have fucked up and said Zayn myself, so I'll even take the shit for that. But Guevara.
Oh,
my
Guevara.
bad.
Okay. But cause I'm gonna say, wait,
Guevara. My bad. No, Sami Zayn's my sweetheart, man. Sami Zayn is my sweetheart. Like I love Sami Zayn.
Hey,
Sami Zayn needs to have a belt on him at all times. My bad. Like we can run the tape back and see if I said Zayn. I apologize if I did.
No. You just said Sammy needs more screen time, and we just assumed Zayn.
Yeah,
I totally forgot Sammy Guevara wrestled Bandito on Dynamite.
Okay.
No. It wasn't you. It was on us.
Yeah, it was.
It was okay.
Yeah, it was on
Guevara.
us. Yeah.
Like, as much as like I didn't care for his personal decisions, like he's got talent. He deserves to like get better screen time. I know he's doing the father thing. I know we're probably gonna see more of him anyway because he's a father now.
Well, let me ask you this, Jaeger. Can they put Guevara back on Dynamite knowing Andrade is back?
Well,
probably gonna say that Collision.
I mean, not even Andrade. Eddie Kingston there too.
Yeah, he didn't do any favors for himself, man. I'm not denying any of that. But he's a good talent. I'm all about a good redemption arc. If he can pull it off, then fucking go with it.
Okay, I'm not mad at it either. Now that we know we're talking about Guevara.
Yeah. I'm telling you, I'm pretty sure I fucked that up. That's my bad.
No. Trust
No,
me,
it
that was
was
all on
definitely
Dizzle
us.
and I. It was definitely us.
Okay.
It was definitely us.
Sami Zayn, you need a belt on you at all times. I don't care which one, but you need a belt at all times.
Mr. Beasley,
That man been through too damn much.
you got anything to get off your chest?
I mean, not necessarily too much.
I guess you gotta wait to see if Drew wins that belt or not.
No. We not even. Look. Win, lose, draw, whatever. I'm not gonna rant, rave, show any emotion towards the situation. Come next week when we come back and revisit this. I can't allow myself to.
Okay.
But I will say this. I will plead to the IWC though. I know that we have given shit to Nia, Jax, of course, to everybody, about the way that she's worked. But you know, during the time when we gave her shit, we gave her shit because it was more repeated. You know, in terms of everything.
Are
that she
we
was
not
doing.
still giving her shit?
No. I mean, I don't give her shit at least.
Oh no, I've been stopped long time ago.
Because she's turned her shit around for sure, and she's become more helpful when it comes to like newer talent. But this isn't about Nia. This is more so about Jade. And I'll give my 2 cents on Jade every now and then, given the situation. But I know there has been some pushback because she has
Meechin and B-Fab.
And I look, hear me out, people. I'm not gonna necessarily put all of that on Jade. I'm gonna put a little bit of that on Meechin, and definitely put a bit of that on B-Fab. B-Fab is still pretty fucking green.
Yes.
Meechin, Mia Yim, she makes her mistakes too, which is why she's not where she should be, in my opinion, which is why she hasn't gotten where she probably should, where she believes she should have been. And that's not a knock against her in any way, shape, or form. It's just, hey, some people are where they are, some people aren't where they aren't. But with Jade, where I think that her winning the title is somewhat premature. But again, I'm a big proponent of pulling the trigger when it should be pulled. And when they pulled the trigger on Jade, it was supposed to be pulled. But I don't think, one, that she's being completely reckless. I think that shit just happens. Now, I will be fair and I'll say this. If it continues to happen in more situations moving forward, then yeah, I'm going to give that criticism right then. But I would say, let's not be premature and just give her a bunch of shit just because 2 people may have gotten injured. And I know that that's hard to say, but we also have to understand that wrestling, as much as people want to laugh at the entertainment factor of it, it still is a legitimate sport, and people do get legitimately hurt in this shit, and shit does happen. So when it comes to Jade, see what happens. Now, look, if it happens a third time, then look, I can't say anything. I can't help her at that point.
You know what I think is also happening too, and this is going to be an assumption of mine. Okay. I'm going to assume, because we only seen Jade wrestle a couple of times since she switched heel. I'm going to assume Jade has changed her style to be probably a little more aggressive.
Yeah, 100%.
And I think what it is that with her being more aggressive, she has to, I think she's probably laying in the moves more. And I think there may be some miscommunication between, hey, say girl, like, let me know if you about to, you know what I'm saying, toss me like this. Cause I understand, you know what I'm saying, you trying to live into the heel life per se. So I said, maybe it's still gonna be like a slight little disconnect.
Well, and you also raised a good point on that too, Scoot, because if she is being more aggressive, she may not understand her own strength in that instance, because if she's been working a face, she may not differentiate how much force she puts, especially if she's acting more aggressive. She may not realize that she may be putting way more force than necessary on situations. So yeah, that's also a good point. But yeah, I agree.
Let's see that.
Your turn, Scoot. What the fuck you gotta get off your chest?
WWE when they fucking creative. Hey,
Yeah.
we said this shit before. Many people besides us have said this shit. You have an opportunity. You just signed Trick Willie, Javon Evans, Lash Legend. You're about to bring in Oba. You're about to bring in Jordan Grace. Pretty soon, Joe Hendry. There's word from the curb of JC James getting signed. I'm pretty sure Blake Monroe is probably on the short list. I'm pretty sure Saul Hooker may be on the short list.
Better late than never.
Between your new stars of NXT, give your people the option to shine. Once again, look what's happening with Kit Wilson. They just said that Kit Wilson may be used as a Heath Slater type character, but still, he still has the new entrance, the graphics, the music, everything. Let your fucking wrestlers have some fucking personality, and don't be mad if they get them on self over.
Who was that one dude who was in NXT? It was like towards the end of the 2.0 era, but had a lot of personality, little zesty, not gonna lie. But
Velveteen Dream? No, my bad. No.
Oh,
You said
wait.
2.0. 2.0. Velveteen Dream was before 2.0.
No, not Velveteen Dream. My bad.
You're thinking about what's his face?
Are you thinking about Quincy?
Quincy.
I can't remember. It was Quincy something. He was the big dude.
But dude had a lot of personality, came in with some pretty good music, like backstage segments were pretty damn good. Like, what happened with that guy?
Quincy
I can't
Elliott?
remember.
Yeah, Quincy Elliott. I don't know. They just up and just.
Liv,
He
what
just
are you
wasn't-
thinking that fish for, Liv? What you doing over
I'm trying
there?
to figure out where the fuck he went, bro. Like,
He just like disappeared.
Oh, okay, so it is a mystery to y'all too.
Yeah, no, like they just up and just cut him. It was like, hey, Quincy Elliott's not here no more. Type of energy.
super diva.
But
Now we all know why Velveteen Dream ain't on the roster.
unfortunately.
Yeah.
Like, I hear Mr. Patrick Clark is supposedly like trying to slow roll himself back into the Indies.
He's about to get ready to wrestle the Pope, the Black Pope, pretty soon.
Pope still wrestling?
Yeah, he's still wrestling.
Huh.
But WWE, you have some gift wrap talent heading your way. Please don't make Javon. Okay, you know what? This is the part where it's about to get real.
Oh.
You have 3 black men with swag. You have Trick Williams with his own swagger. You have Javon with his YN nature. And you about to have Black Batista with Obafemi. Don't fuck it up for these black men. Don't make these black men look all just whack.
Hey man, Vince
Don't
isn't
take
running the
flavor.
show.
Don't take their flavor away. Don't fuck it up.
Well,
Do not fuck it up for these 3 black men.
2 out of 3 might be all right.
Who's the one you think is gonna be screwed? The YN?
Oba.
Oh, Oba. Oh, Black Batista. No, not Black Batista.
Look,
No,
Black,
because Oba be, no, Oba be putting that shit on.
Come
Black-
on,
look.
man. He just
No.
here's the problem.
they're gonna
Here's
walk
the
him
problem.
right out of the company just like this, Scoot.
No.
Here's the problem. And look, of course, I could always be wrong, but here's the issue at hand.
Insane.
Trick already has stage presence.
Yes.
He's sold as a character. There is no problem there. Javon
Truth.
has he's a prodigy in the ring.
Yes.
Also,
There's
truth.
no issue there. Now he also has personality as well, but his
Yes.
personality isn't going to translate with everybody in terms of WWE. Trick fits the WWE mold as a character perfectly fine. He's going to be a-okay. That's a solid slot. Javon is basically the next how are we gonna say this? The next top mid-carder. You think of a Ziggs,
Okay.
a Shelton, a Kofi.
I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad at that.
That's gonna be that's gonna be his potential ceiling. Could he get higher than that? Yes, but right now, as of right now, that's his ceiling. Oba is the one. Well, sorry, my bad. Black Tista.
Because you know what? They do got Jacob. They do have Gunther, and they do have Bronson and Braun.
Also, what's his name? That's about to potentially get a belt off of Cody.
Drew.
Black Tista, no. But here now. Here's the thing, though. Here's where it's good. Because Black Tista is basically in the Bobby Lashley position at this point. Okay. Not necessarily saying that he can't talk or nothing like that. I'm saying that he's not going to translate well amongst the other fish in the pond. Because in order for him to elevate, he's going to have to supersede somebody else, which means he's going to have to take somebody else's spot. He's not going to be able to make his own lane within the current climate.
Especially if they put him on Raw, because once again, that's Bronson and Braun and Gunther on the same show.
Yes, and he will get lost in the shuffle. And that's the problem now. There's no opening for him. Now here's the other thing. If he gets another personality with him, or he gets with a personality, it might help him. But on his own right now, I don't just right now at this point, I don't know if it's gonna work. And it's unfortunate.
What if they put him and Javon or something together like that? Or Trick?
Oh, you can't.
Well, Trick is on SmackDown, and it's rumored that Oba may be on Raw.
And if you do that, then you run the risk of lessening somebody else's shine, i.e. Javon Evans and Trick Williams.
That's fair.
And that's the crazy part. Now, if you build up a Javon Evans, and this is why bringing them both at the same time is an issue. You should have just kept Oba, even though I disagree with him being NXT champion at the time. You should have just followed through, kept him over there. If you're still going to put the belt on him, keep him over there for like a few months, have Javon build himself up, get a title, bring Oba in as a heavy to just completely demolish Javon Evans after you've already built Javon, and then have them have their feud, basically reinvent the feud that they had in NXT, and then do that shit to help both of them. But they're not doing that. So, yeah.
Would have been good.
No. Oba. No. But that was gonna get it off your chest. So with that being said, of course I turn this thing over to Mr. Deasley so he can do the thing. You know what I'm saying? Do the thing.
I have to do
that thing you do.
That thing that I do.
Yeah.
Of course. You know what it is. Whether you loved it, hate it, don't forget to rate it. Thumbs up, thumbs down. Leave all your comments, questions, concerns down below. Make sure. I know Juggs was on here last week. He's not here this week. He just dodging me. You know what it is. But just go ahead and go check out his channel. Say what's up to him. Check out whatever he's got going on. Make sure that you look at all the shit that we got going on whenever we got it going on. We always got it going on, of course. But make sure that you tag the subscribe button, tag the like button, tag the notification bell so you're notified on any and everything that we do drop on a weekly basis. And as I warm up the good old Too Sweet that has paved the way by a good old NWO and homaged by Bullet Club to my bros, a good old bada 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 bam.
Love that shit.
And of course, until you see these handsome faces and hear these immaculate voices, we bid you all adieu. And until next time, you beautiful, 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 beautiful mother effers, tag the fucketh Ow.
Hey.
Dollars make a way to make a change. Gotta be insane to make those same mistakes again. So I'm switching lane to lane. Pray to curb